Watch me sip this tea and get my lipstick all over it. What is lipstick for? Hello everybody, my name is Alexia Marie and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this nice, simple, glowy, full face of makeup. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so to start, I really just want to moisturize my face. I'm not really a primer person at all. Okay, so to moisturize my face, I like to use the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I think it works so well with just moisturizing my face and making me feel so refreshed. So I just spray it on my face. And then, I don't know why I like to do this, but I do. I like to spray like 3 squirts in my hand, rub it in, and just really rub it into my face. Oh. So I'm always one that loves a glowy look. If you don't, you can definitely skip this step. And I also have something that'll work for you for foundation as a substitute to what I'm using, because I love glowy skin, but right now I also have dry skin. Okay, to make my skin a little more glowy, I love using the Temp 2 Liquid Glow. I actually got this from BoxyCharm like a year ago maybe, but it's lasted me a long time. I think it works so well. I personally really love it. So I get the Temp 2. I just kind of drip it on my face. You definitely have to be careful though, because I've literally spilled this all over me in the past, like everywhere. So then I just get my Real Technique sponge, might just add a little more. I'm looking down because there's a mirror right there. Alrighty, now we're going to start with foundation. Personally, for me, I like to mix the Milani Perfect Conceal Foundation, and then I like to mix the Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. Now, if you like more than a matte finish than a dewy finish, then personally, I would suggest to go with the matte Fit Me Foundation. I love that. I think it's great. Right now, my skin's just a little too dry for it. Alright, so after I mix those two foundations together, I'm just going to put little dots of it all over my face. I don't like to just put my beauty blender in the product and then put it on my skin. I just feel like it soaks up so much of the product then. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I know everybody does it differently. Alright, so then I'm going to go back with my sponge and just really blend it in. I personally believe that mixing these two foundations give you such a beautiful coverage. I do really like the Dewy and Smooth Fit Me Foundation by itself. I am not a fan of the Milani foundation by itself, but I really like mixing them together. I think they work really well, they look beautiful on the skin, and they have such a nice coverage together. Then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. And I like to focus this right under my under eye. Right on the end of my nose, like the very tip, the bridge, and the center of my forehead. I like to put a circle like the size of a quarter. And then one line right in the middle of my chin. Then I like to go in with the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Swan. It's just a little darker than the Shape Tape one I use, but lighter than my foundation still. So I just put that right under where I put the Shape Tape under my eyes. Then I put it between where I put the concealer on my nose, and then between where I put the concealer from my nose and my forehead, so right in between the eyebrows. And then I just kind of put little dashes around the circle on my forehead of concealer. And then my Cupid's bow, and 2 dashes, one on each side of the concealer I put on my chin. Then I go back in with my Real Technique sponge, and I just blend that all out. Okay, then I like to set my eyelids. I have a huge problem with my eyelids creasing. I'm sure a lot of people do. I'm just going to set my whole face, basically. So to set my face, I like to use my Luxie 512 brush. And to set my face, I like to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay finishing powder. Before I set my forehead, I do like going back in with the Real Technique sponge and just kind of blending in the foundation again. I do get really bad forehead creases, which don't make me happy. And then I put the powder on my face. Okay, now I'm going to contour. And to contour, I like to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I do like to use the shade range deep to medium, even though I'm pasty. I like to use that because I feel like the light one is just really light. It's not giving me what, I feel like it's just really light. It's not giving me what I want. So I like to contour with a big fan brush. It doesn't have a number on it. I'm pretty positive it's by Crown. Not 100% positive though. I do really like the smell of this bronzer. I think it's really nice. Alright, now for blush, I like to go in with the NARS Orgasm. And for my blush brushes, I actually like using the Luxie C40 brush. I just feel like it doesn't ever apply too much blush for me. It just applies it very naturally and easily. Okay, now I like to go in with a really natural looking highlight, something that really fits the glowy, nice look. For this highlight, I'm going to use Vintage by Jessica Libeskind. I don't know. My package is really dirty. That's what you get when you have white packaging. It's in the shade Rose Gold though. For highlight, I like to take my Luxie 522 brush, love this color, and I just sweep it in there, pat it off, and swipe it on my cheekbones. And then I quickly like to spray my rose water spray all over my face again. Then quickly go back in with the highlight and do the same thing. I also now like to add it on the tip of my nose, in the bridge of my nose. Okay, so now I like to go in with the Carli Bybel palette by H Cosmetics. It's upside down. And I like to get this, and then I like to go in with this RL Moda fan brush. In the Carli Bybel palette, I like to take these 3 shades. I don't like to use these as a highlight alone, but I like to use these as like toppers. My issue is sometimes they can be a bit chalky, but the eyeshadows in this are beautiful. So then I'm just gonna swipe it on my cheekbones, and then just swipe it on the tip of my nose. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna go back in with my Carli Bybel palette, and I'm gonna start off by using my Sedona EB13 brush. Ooh, my nose itches. Okay, and I'm gonna use the first shade on the top for my transition shade, and just do that on the crease and a little above the crease. Okay, and once you're done with that, I'm going to go in with my Glamorous Doll brush. It doesn't have a number, but I'm going to go with my Morphe 3502 palette. And go into this 3rd shade on the top row. and just put that in your crease, focusing more towards the outer corner of your crease. Okay, sticking with the same palette, I'm using my Luxie 229 brush, and I'm gonna go in the second row, second shade. And I'm really just gonna be patting this on in my outer corner. Once we're done with that, we're gonna get our NYX glitter glue. I love this stuff. I use it literally for all my glitters. And I'm just gonna place that from the corner of my eyelid to the middle of my eyelid. Only a little bit, don't use too much. You really only want it from the corner of your eyelid to the middle of your eyelid. You don't want it to cover your whole eyelid. Just kind of blend that out. And then you're just gonna take like a basic eyeshadow brush, go back in with your Carli Bybel palette, and pick up the first shade on the second row and put that where you put your glitter glue. Then I like to go back with the same brush, spray some of my rose water spray on it, and go in with this City Color Cosmetics in the shade Skinny Latte. If I can open it. Ugh. Pat some of this on. It has a lot of fallout. And this also put this on top of the glitter. It just adds like a very, very nice pop to it. Alright, I'm going to go do the other eye and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I finished the other eye, I'm going to go in and curl my lashes. I like to curl my lashes before I do my eyebrows, even though I'm not going to be putting on mascara. I don't know why. So I go in my curling wand and I curl it in several spots just to give it that extra support, and I curl the hell out of it, like literally. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, now that I've curled my lashes, I'm literally just going to put on a very, very small coat right now, just so they can set in place. And I don't know, for some reason I always feel like this works for me better in getting that really nice lash look, so my lashes don't go from this to this. I don't do my bottom lashes yet. And then I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera. Alright, and this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Now let's see if these lashes are looking good. Ooh, yeah.